I have my clients learn how to choose foods they like, really taste each morsel going into their mouths, and chew deliberately. I advise them to chew slowly, swallow only when the food is all chewed up, and repeat. It takes time to know we're full. Eating slowly not only allows us to enjoy our food more but gives us better cues of satiety. Enjoy the food you eat. So often we're told what to eat, and then when we don't like that specific food, we're less apt to create long-term healthy habits. Try new fruits and vegetables. Find out how to prepare new dishes that provide variety and flavor. Add herbs and spices to elevate flavor. Or if you prefer, savor the sweetness of fruit and the depth of raw and steamed vegetables. There's no reason that your relationship with food can't be pleasurable. Keep a daily gratitude journal. Our eating habits are sometimes connected to our emotions, whether we realize it or not. When we're stressed, we may use food to help cope with the stress. I work with clients on keeping a daily journal of things they're grateful for, or even just a journal to write in when stressed, so that they're better prepared to cope with the stress by acknowledging it and utilizing other tools, rather than reaching for food as a coping mechanism. A board-certified sports nutritionist and registered dietitian in private practice on Long Island, New York. Every Sunday I batch cook enough chicken for the week. I also take the time to divvy up in individual containers 1/4 cup of rolled 1 tablespoon each of natural peanut butter and ground, and a pinch each of protein powder and to sweeten. Lift weight 2 or 3 times a week. When you have more muscle on your body, the food you eat is more likely to be utilized as fuel, rather than be stored as fat. Also shows resistance training can make a weight loss plan more effective. When we are asleep, we crave more salty and sweet foods. Why? Because anytime you feel more intense hunger, your cravings for higher energy, aka higher calorie, foods intensify. If we flip the coin, we can safely assume that when we are well rested, our bodies work better. When it comes to eating, that would mean that we would eat when we are truly hungry and eat just until satisfied. A registered dietitian nutritionist in private practice in Texas. Our body knows what foods are higher in energy density, and we will crave those more. Honor your hunger and don't allow your body to think it's being starved. Research shows too that benefits to a fast, like a potential decrease in LDL cholesterol, typically disappear when the fast is over. This goes against many of the dieting tactics, but those tactics truly don't work well for people in the long term. I generally recommend eating every 4 hours. Le Monde. Research has found that people who drank 2 glasses of water before a meal lost more weight than people who didn't drink water before meals, and they kept it off. This simple tip works in 2 ways. Thirst can mask itself as hunger, causing you to eat more. And water makes you feel fuller, causing you to eat less during a meal. A nutrition counselor and the founder and CEO of Nourished Bite. By choosing options such as sharp cheddar over mild cheddar, you can use less, but you'll still get a lot of flavor without feeling like you're on a diet. Reorganize your plate. Make half your plate vegetables, 1/4 of your plate whole grains, and 1/4 of your plate lean protein. When you switch the portions of grains and vegetables on your plate, you'll see a difference. The only caveat: potatoes, corn, and peas are so they go in the grains category. A nutrition counselor and consultant in Boston. Start where you are and do what you can. Don't feel like you need to overhaul your entire life starting immediately. Assess where you are currently and then figure out where you'd like to be in the future. A great starting point for mostly sedentary people is to get a step counter and see how much you walk on a normal day. Then set a step goal slightly higher than the norm and strive for that, working your way up slowly to a goal of 10,000 steps per day. An online sports nutritionist specializing in weight loss who is based in San Diego. Focus on the weight loss, big rocks. There are a few areas that will give you the most bang for your buck when you're trying to lose weight. Prioritizing those and letting go of all the minutiae that contribute to overwhelm will make reaching your goals feel easier and more sustainable. On the nutrition front, pay attention to calories, protein, and fiber. Look beyond the scale. While the scale isn't useless, it also isn't the only thing that matters. To help you gauge progress that might not be reflected on the scale, take regular photos and measurements, in addition to keeping a running list of non-scale victories. This will help keep the scale in perspective and show you all the positive changes you're making to your health and overall lifestyle. Give your breakfast a protein boost. Aim for 15 to 25 grams of protein at breakfast. Protein is digested slowly and suppresses hunger hormones, helping keep you full. Additionally, a high-protein breakfast helps curb cravings later in the day. Pair protein fiber and healthy fats, like 2 eggs with whole wheat toast and avocado, or high-protein frozen waffles with nuts and a little maple syrup. In fact, consume protein at every meal. Eating protein-rich foods at every meal, especially breakfast, can help shave extra pounds. Protein slows down the digestive process and positively impacts your hunger hormones. Protein can also do better at staving off hunger than carbohydrates. Protein-rich foods include quinoa, edamame, beans, seeds, nuts, eggs, yogurt, cheese, tofu, lentil pasta, poultry, fish, and meat. A nutrition consultant from Naperville, Illinois. Try to eat mainly whole, minimally processed foods. They tend to contain large amounts of added sugars, fats and salt. Suggests that people can take in up to 500 more calories a day when they're offered unlimited amounts of ultra-processed foods compared to unprocessed foods. Limit high glycemic carbohydrate foods. This leaves you feeling hungry and wanting more food. More long-term studies are needed, but short-term provide evidence there is a connection. When you work with a registered dietitian nutritionist, we provide individualized ways to help you balance nutrients to prevent spikes in blood sugar, which can help with curbing appetite. A certified personal trainer and national media spokesperson of the WHO is based in Boston. So here we see how smaller meals in the latter part of the day may be an advantage to those who want to lose weight and improve overall health.